So I thought I'd start this video showing off this Imperial ship. It's based on of an old model with a single mast. It's from my childhood, but when I started building it I couldn't find the original sails, so I made these embroidered ones, or not embroidered, but sewn ones with lining or edge stitch myself instead. And since I wasn't limited to the original amount of sails, I thought I'd add some myself with a second mast back here and extra sail up there. I made some other small changes with an extra deck here. The lighting might not show it off perfectly, but you can, if I angle it like this, you can see there some extra decking there to hide off the cannons underneath and make it possible for characters to walk on top. So this is where I started this build, with this old ship that I recreated and added some extra stuff to, and then it kept going. I found one of the sails from the original and added it to this catamaran instead, which became one of the pirate ships for this build. So we have these pirates, and we have an extra one that has no sail at the moment, to be able to have something that becomes a bit more interesting to fight. The things that I think is funny with this one, it's based off two small normal rowing boats, and then I angled them opposite each other and turned them into some kind of Viking ship rig instead. And apparently they're going harpooning now. So that's the two pirate ships. The catamaran is based off some old set that has some savage theme, some natives that I converted into a pirate ship instead. I added some extra decking on this one as well, and the cannon. And the sail is obviously a lot larger than the original one. And the last of the bigger boats are this transport ship. I was kind of running out of pieces by this point, so it's a bit more angular, and it doesn't have any actual decking inside, only normal basic pieces. It turned out okay, I think. So these are the ships on this build, and then I used my son wanted a castle, so he and his little sister added some flowering as well. So we built this castle, and now we don't have any more pirate characters, so over here at the castle and the fort we will turn into a bit more of a medieval theme. So I wanted everything to be accessible for the characters, so all these staircases and ladders and such can be accessed from different points, so the characters would actually be able to walk around, get up here, get in through the door, and climb up the ladder to the tower, which also has ladders and hatches and stuff inside, like this little hatch here that he's standing on top with a ladder going down. And then you can cross this walkway over to the fortress on the other side that also has staircases leading down inside. And you can come out onto the harbor underneath with a little prison and a governor's mansion that has turned out quite nice. Some smaller fishing sheds. The thing I liked most about that's supposed to be to one of the boats later on. I might take some photos and add later on. The angle of this one makes it feel a bit more 3D, not so stiff and rigid. I like being able to angle this one out. and also a little lighthouse here at the end, based off some old Egyptian sets that I had lying around, with a secret compartment that my son fell in love with. A lot of these ones have access, so you can actually angle out the roofs so you can access the insides. Um, this one as well has a second level inside there, and a lot of them can be accessed that way. You have gangplanks or something like that going up and accessing second floors, and secret little hatches that goes down with ladders inside. There is one set in all of this that is far older, and it's this one. It's a medieval wizard's tower that has far more modular features. You can lift off the different parts like this and access the towers inside. And the thing I really fell in love with when I built this one is this old torch, which you can slide. You're supposed to grab the torch and push it away. And inside you have a secret compartment where usually this ruby up here, this ruby was hiding in there. Oop. So the wizard's tower has a secret hideout. And you can also access the main dining hall underneath. I think this set is probably 6 or 7 years old. I actually didn't have the heart to tear it down. So it moved in with the rest of these ones, which are built over the last couple of months. So we have a little market here with mostly Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit characters populating it. Kind of funny to make the town a bit more livable. And some palm tree roofing on this little shed back there, and a stable, or at least some kind of manger. Yeah, I think that's most of the houses, and also a lot of these have similar features that you can open up the roofs and see inside. But most of this will be torn down. This dining table is a Christmas, our main Christmas dining place, so I wanted to film this and show it off before I take it apart, and let the children play with it as much as they like before it goes away. I hope you enjoyed this. I might make a small video where the ships are back in position into the playset before I take some more photos. Thank you very much for tuning in, and goodbye. And since it's around Christmas for me now, Merry Christmas.